I quickly wanted to jump on here and tell you about something that I experienced. In October, my hair started falling out like mad. I have never experienced hair loss like this before. Initially, I didn't notice it that much. I just felt like, oh, you know, 100 strands of hair or however many it is normal to lose a day. And maybe it's just shedding a little bit more. But I went to wash my hair and the drain was just getting blocked, like the water was building up. And then at the end, I pulled all the hair out and it was a big ball of hair that came out, and I was just like, I thought it was probably just that one time, but I wash my hair every 2-3 days. So after a few days I washed it again, the same amount of hair came out. And then after the shower I would brush my hair and then I would lose even more. Like another big ball of hair would come out. I didn't know what was going on. I was really confused and I sat down and I was trying to think of things that may have caused it. I was thinking, is it my shampoo and conditioner? Is it this? Is it that? And then when I really thought about what has changed in my life, the biggest thing that changed is my diet. I got married and moved in with my husband who is vegan, and naturally I started to eat less meat. I haven't cut it out completely. I can't be bothered to get normal food for myself and then vegan food for him. It becomes too expensive, and honestly I don't mind eating vegan food. That was the biggest change. So I then went on to Google and I typed in what's missing from my diet if I'm losing hair, and it was mainly iron. I mean, there were other things as well, but iron was like the main one. When my husband looks into the fridge to think of what to cook or what to eat, he kind of thinks, right, I've got a bit of protein, I've got a bit of carbs, calcium, iron. Like, he looks at his plate in terms of nutrition. I don't. I look in the fridge and I'm like, what do I feel like eating? What are my taste buds saying right now? Maybe I'll have some pasta. I spoke to my auntie who is a hairdresser, and she said, yeah, like iron is quite common when it comes to hair loss, like that link. And she recommended a liquid form. Now, I hate liquid medicine. I just think it tastes disgusting. But I was so desperate by this point, I bought the one that she recommended. She said it would be easier for the stomach as well. When I went to Holland and Barrett to get it, the lady there, she said, yeah, like this is a good one. I got the one, it was iron with B vitamins. And yeah, I hated the taste of it. It had like honey flavour in it. I personally hate honey. I can't have a spoonful of honey, it makes me gag. But I think it was a spoon in the morning and evening. That was the dosage that the one I bought. I forced myself to have it because I was really worried about my hair. Like, my hair, it's really long. It's up to my belly button. Naturally, when it's like wavy / curly, it looks like I've got thick hair, but it really isn't. When it's like blow dried straight like this, it's thin. I don't like, that's how much hair I have. Having thin hair and not a lot of hair, and then losing a big chunk of hair every few days when I washed it, I thought I was gonna end up looking like Gollum. Every time I would run my fingers through my hair like this, like, you see how nothing has come out? Normally, like during the day, if I ever do that, a couple strands could fall out, like 1 or 2 strands. But when you keep doing it, eventually nothing comes out, right? Every time I would do this, a few strands would come out. And I could do that 10 times and at least 1 strand would come out. Like, I was constantly losing hair. Whenever I would do my laundry and I would take the clean laundry out of the washing machine, there would be little fuzzy balls, like 3 fuzzy balls, I don't know why there was always 2 or 3, that would come out, because clearly it's been like going on my clothes and sticking to my clothes where it's fallen. There was hair all over the carpet, all over the floors in my house. The Hoover was getting clogged up with my hair. Like, it was bad. It was bad. Putting my hair in a plait, in a way it helped and in a way it didn't, because it started to get like matted here. Where I'm like losing hair, it was just building up in the plait. And then when I was trying not to wash my hair as often. I was trying to long it out a little bit, and then when I did wash it, it felt difficult where it was getting matted in the plait. But as soon as I started taking iron, it didn't take that long for me to notice a difference. The amount that I was losing, it was getting less and less. Like after a couple of weeks I noticed quite a good change, and then after about a month I took another picture, and that's when I was like, okay, like there's a big difference here. I'm not losing as much hair, so which is good, it's working. When I finished the liquid one that I was taking, I didn't want to buy it again because, as I said, it was quite difficult for me to take because I hated the taste. So then I started taking normal capsules, and then I just kept taking that until I felt like the hair loss stopped for a while, and then I started to notice that some of my hair was growing back, like at the front here, and then when I flatten my hair there's like short fuzzy bits here. Then I just stopped taking the iron. I don't know if you're supposed to do that, but as soon as I noticed that it stopped, I take a multivitamin anyway, and like other vitamins, but I just stopped taking, like adding more iron. Yeah, so that happened. And then a few weeks ago, a friend of mine, she told me that she was losing a lot of hair, and I was like, oh my god, the same thing happened to me. I showed her a picture. She said she's losing that much hair as well. And then I told her that I took iron and that it helped. And then she said she actually went to the doctors, they did blood work, and they said that her iron levels and like everything was normal. So she suggested that it could have been COVID, because she said she had COVID 3 months ago and then she started noticing a drastic hair loss. And I was like, because I had COVID in June, July, August, September, October, so 4 months after I experienced that. So then I was just like, I mean, I didn't get any blood tests done, so I'm not sure if my iron levels were normal or not. When she said it could possibly be, you know, from COVID, even though it was 3-4 months ago, I was a bit, I don't know, that's why I'm putting this video out there. Has anyone experienced this? Did you have COVID a few months ago? Did you have blood tests done to see what was going on? What is going on? I mean, I'm fine now, the iron helped. I'm doing oil masks to help these new hairs that are growing out. I mean, it's got a lot of catching up to do. Yeah, I really want to know if it was because I wasn't watching my diet properly. I mean, I'm definitely eating a lot more spinach now. Was it because of COVID? That's what I want to know. Let me know down below, and yeah, I hope to see you in my next video.